comes to bubble algae, none of us are a stranger to this problem. I allowed the bubble algae in this rock in the tank to grow quite a bit. I haven't cleaned it in a while, haven't treated it in quite a few months, and I allow my nitrates and phosphates to get up pretty high. So just to show you how easy it is to deal with it once it happens, I prefer personally to take the rock out and clean it. I did that with these rocks on the bottom last week. I took them out one by one and scraped them off with a tooth scraper, and then rinsed them really good, and even gave them a nice wire brushing after the fact, just to make sure most of it is off. Now there are some little bits I found on the bottom of a couple of them, and we're going to be treating this with a treatment for bubble algae shortly. We're going to talk about that at the end of the video. You can see how I used a tooth scraper to go through every crack and crevice in the rock and clean out all the bubble algae. Most of it comes out as one piece. Some of them got torn up, and that's why we go through it with a nice long bristle wire brush after the fact and rinse it off with tank water, so that we make sure all those little bits of bubble algae that peel out, that are all cleaned off really nice, and we don't end up with a bunch of little bits that are going to plant themselves in the water column onto other rocks and then make the problem even worse. So just take your time, clean it off. Be careful with the corals on the rock that you don't damage those corals. And I just wipe off the tooth scraper and nice water once in a while. And when we get done, we wash the rock off with tank water. Now there's a rock all cleaned up, put back in the tank. And we see Benny the Blenny is living up there in his little Benny hole. He loves it. And all the bubble algae has been cleaned off. The rock is nice and clean. The corals on the rocks are still just fine. We didn't hurt anything. And as we go around the rock, you've seen it's been cleaned really nice. Now this isn't the end. We're going to treat our tank to make sure that it doesn't come back. And it's not an algicide, it's actually a bacteria treatment that we're going to use. We're going to show you in just a second. There's Benny the Blenny peeking out of his hole and see what's going on. He appreciates a good clean house. So as you're going through and again using something to treat it afterward, a continuum equation M clean is what I'm going to use, and I continue to use for maintenance. It's good to clean the tank itself, clean the rock, treat the algae. Also a good idea to keep your nitrates and your phosphates in line so this doesn't happen. The treatment period is about 6 days, and then afterward you just maintain it. Hope you enjoyed this.